Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of the TechGuy podcast. This week we are going to talk about do AI models introspect, which means do they even think before giving you answer, or do they just apply logic towards whatever the questions you are going to give. Then we have some YouTube updates for creators, so that's going to be interesting. Then we have a new form of Wikipedia known as Grokpedia. I don't know how it sounds, but it is out there and right now, and you can check it out. As much as it sounds silly or a parody or something kind of, and it is not. It is again, you can know, as much as from the name you can get is it is done by Elon Musk. Check it out. But we are going to talk about that and some interesting topic, that is contextual engineering. That is context engineering. We are going to talk about that is some research paper published blog by Anthropic. We are going to talk about that and yeah, and as usual we are gonna talk about our weekly AI news, where some new updates regarding Sora 2 has been there, and yeah, that's it. So yeah, we have a lot to unpack in this episode of the Tega podcast, episode number 38. And I know it's late, but let's just get into it. So some numbers that has been given by YouTube. According to YouTube, that is the number of YouTube channel earning six figures on TV. Are There are the number of YouTube channels earning six figures or more in revenue from TV channels, that is TV screens, is up by 45%, which is really good, which just shows and justifies that how YouTube is big in TV right now, in TV space. For the last year, a lot of people, I think if you are a creator watching this, or if you are not, just know the YouTube space, people are talking about how YouTube is taking over TV. It is most watched platform than even Netflix right now on digital space. Okay, so it is a big platform that is growing on TV, and I don't know about you, but I think people who are watching this for, I don't know who are watching this for past 6 months, but I am a regular TV watcher for like past 6 years, 6 to 7 years on YouTube, and TV has grown a lot on YouTube. You know, especially in terms of how YouTube as a whole, in terms of user, has grown a lot when it comes to TV. Because as much as I love to watch, some of the videos are really great, and to watch on TV specifically for big productions, that is like Good Mythical Morning, Smosh. Those are few YouTube channels. Basically, I watch regular basis on daily basis. Then there is some obvious ones are, I will say, the Mr. Beast, Mark Rober. Uh, these are some obvious channels who make high quality content, but there are also other not big production, like these are some big production YouTubers, but there are some other creators who are making YouTube content, which if you watch that on content on TV are really great. Cold Karmi is one of those channels who like, it doesn't matter on your mobile, on TV, on your laptop, it just feels good. Like what uh, basically I feel like the YouTube TV space is growing, and as much as I feel like YouTube provides much more transparency, much more frictionless experience while watching videos, I think it will be really worth it as creator, if you are watching, to start looking for future as YouTube as a big platform for your shows, for your podcast. Like that is what I'm doing right now here, but I have a lot of other plans too. So do check it out as a YouTube platform. But also another, for a couple of few top updates for creators, which is good actually. YouTube thumbnail size from 10 megapixel, from 10 megabytes to like, so basically from 10 to 50, the size of thumbnail has been increased, which is actually good because YouTube thumbnail on TV, which are actually low res, actually feels not that much good. And I hope uh, right now, when because if you see my thumbnails on TV, it is okayish when you watch it, but when you when you go and give it a close look, you can just see how not a good image quality of a thumbnail I upload on YouTube. But if I yeah let's see how it works for me. But yeah, which just shows again, like, giving much more power to creators, to encourage creators to do more high quality content on YouTube. Okay, then another actually big update for YouTube creator is upscaling low res videos. So basically, uh, videos, those are low resolution videos like 480p, 360p, or even 720p. Those videos will be bumped up till 1080p basically, and those videos will be called super resolution. Basically, those videos will be tagged as super resolution, and if you are a creator and you don't want that feature, you can always tap like option out that feature. So you want your videos to look at a specific that resolution only, or you just don't want your videos to go up in terms of higher resolution, you can opt out, which is good. uh, and eventually their major goal is to make content much more accessible to watch on. Again, this is for TV, to watch on TV. So basically, the ultimate goal is to make these videos up until 4K, which is actually good, I will say, rather than like, again, their whole both of the features that we talked about, that is upscaling up size of the thumbnail that you can upload, and again the upscaling of resolution videos, which is good. I feel like YouTube thumbnails should also be like that. If YouTube thumbnails, if you can do videos, I think you can definitely do YouTube thumbnails. Basically make that basically low res thumbnail, if you can bump up the resolution for the thumbnails, which can be definitely helpful for creators. So yeah, the this update is still not given out full fledged. Obviously, it will roll out eventually to all YouTube creators. I think it is now only in testing phase, I think. Then another is new YouTube UI. So basically, there is a new user for consumers, basically people who watch YouTube on TV, which is, again, I will say, a lot better than what it is right now, because the major problem on TV right now is to find those specific videos. Because as much as I love YouTube algorithm, which gives the perfect set of videos always in front of me, I would like to browse videos, especially people who post consistently, regularly, especially creators like Good Mythical Morning, who has big production team and consistently post daily. I want to watch their videos daily, so I don't want to miss is this their daily upload or not. There is some Smosh, they also consistently upload couple of videos a week. Then there are some YouTubers, vloggers, I will say, even tech reviewers are like, they upload consistently multiple times a week. And because of what happens, is the amount of uh, stuff that is available on TV right now is just fed by me by algorithm. So I have to consciously sometimes have to go to the subscription tab and have to watch it there. But I hope we get much more updates regarding how I can watch more of a subscription if I can get a chance just to watch majorly, get much more accessible. Basically, the frictionless experience, like I talked about before, is to have frictionless experience while watching these creators. So this new UI, it feels good. I will say it makes it easier to browse from channel to channel. Let's see how it actually works. So yeah, and another couple of updates is uh, contextual search on YouTube TV is been available. So basically, whenever you go through channels, you will have a search where when you type a specific videos of a specific channels, you won't get too much of a distracted videos from other channels specifically, and you will get basically contextual search means you will not get distracted when you search something for a specific channel. You will not get distracted by, like, YouTube will not provide you videos from another channel, which is good again. Then there is product placement on screen, specific time on specific like QR code or product placement. Basically, if you are watching, if you are a short video watcher, basically I will say short form on YouTube, there is a new feature that you can place products basically on a shorts, and you can tap on those products and just basically buy those products there. That is link given by the creators, whatever the product that are being used. Specifically, I will say Good Mythical Morning, the hot ones. The show uses it to sell their hot ones. Then there are creators who sell their merch. Then there is, I think, Mr. Beast for Feastables. So basically, a lot of creators or even affiliate products. Basically, you can link them down too. Uh, so it is now. Now they will be rolling out this same feature for long form on TV. So basically, as a, if you are a creator and if you are doing a 20-minute, 10-minute video and you want to put specific product on a specific timeline on the screen, you can put it, and people on watching on TV can get, like, you can also place a QR code for specific that product, and then you can just, people can just scan that product and click on that product. Basically, I will say, I don't think clicking will help on TV, but actually scanning that product with the help of QR that is displayed on screen can be helpful, which is, I will say again, will be helpful if it is available as dynamic change. Basically, if I can just remove later on, because right now what happens is, if you I can always put a QR code while editing my videos, but it is baked in that video, so I can't remove QR code specifically or product placement that I have done on. Basically, it can be also helpful for not just your products but also for, I will say, pro sponsor products. It's like, if I can, for sponsors, you can put the product in front of people if you, if they want to just buy it and scan it, you know. A lot of things like can be done there right now. What now, which is quite helpful who want to just remove it later on. So basically, just like, you know what, dynamic ads YouTube announced a couple of weeks ago that we talked about, where you can put specific ads and remove them from specific timeline on YouTube, which will be helpful for creators, you know, so they can remove ads and replace it with other ones, and they can you know, just like that, this product placement or QR placement will be not baked into the video. So that video should, like, so that, so those products can be removed later and replaced by others if you, if that product is not available or not, which is actually again good for creators. I will say giving good tools for creators who will be making good products in future, I hopefully. So yeah, I think, and I will say whole new slate of features from YouTube is by is heavily towards how YouTube wants to promote creators making videos on YouTube. So basically, one of the best lines that describe YouTube, and I think its core concept, and I have always talked about how YouTube has never gone from its core concept, that is creators first. You can there is no friction towards coming towards YouTube. You don't have to pay anything. Anyone with just a camera and like internet and phone, which majority of the people have right now, can come to the platform and upload it, you know. There is no pre, yeah. And if you get partner program with YouTube, YouTube partner program, you can get paid too. But I think the best line that I think YouTube recently in the blog that they mentioned is, film and upload film and upload once and we will ensure content looks great on any screen, you know. So that is, I think, the good way, I think, is the core of YouTube right now. is like you can put whatever type of content, whether it is short form content, whether it is long form content. From long form content can be from 10 minutes, 3 minutes, apart above from 3 minutes to 10 minutes to 20 minutes, half an hour shows, 1 hour shows, or even more than 1 hour podcast that we do here. YouTube in its core is will be helping you and giving you tools to the creators that basically will make platform which is easier for you to make any type of videos. So basically videos are the core concept of YouTube, which is I'm glad that they are not deviating from it for like past 10 years since 2015, since I've been regularly watching videos. So I hope that the core concept of YouTube is same, and I like it. It is creator first. It is because majority of the other content like platforms like social media platforms like Instagram, even Twitter, which is again I will say okay compared to what Twitter is, and I compared to what Instagram is, and I have even totally forgot. I don't know how many people uses Facebook. If you are a Facebook user, please comment me down what you actually watch. So it would be really fascinating to watch what people what who are the people who are watching on YouTube. It's not a shame. It's not a shaming thing that you watch on Facebook. It's just I'm just fascinated people who are on Facebook and what are they actually watching. But yeah, so I think core concept they are not forgetting, just like what Instagram did, forgetting from what they actually started and pivoting towards something that which is not inherently bad, but not giving people who actually like something what Instagram is for, that is for photos, which is kind of a bummer that I have talked before in my podcast. I have also made a specific section for it, kind of and like in the last episode. So yeah, let's talk about Grokpedia. Okay, so Elon Musk has been talking about this for past couple of months, I will say, but now it's official. It is out there. You can go check it out. You can go. There is actually Grokpedia right now, a competitor to Wikipedia. So I'm not gonna get into why he did it. Like, he's obviously he has done a lot of things for past couple of years to just make a competition. Uh, you know. So a couple of I will say give you a overall look of what how it is. So according to this, up until this day I am recording, there are 8 lakh like 8 lakh 85,000 8 lakh 85,279 articles available for now up and like till up to till the up until this recording are available on Cork. Uh, now when you go to that website Grokpedia, you will see nothing but a search bar and there a written Grokpedia there, which is so much similar to an AI chatbot like Gemini, ChatGPT, or even XAI, but it is not obviously. Uh, you as much as like you can just go and search, like whatever you want to search, like just search articles there or the topics you want to go and search there, and you will get the basically the articles out there whatever that is available for that specific, just like what Wikipedia is. Now couple of things to mention. There are no images right now on Grokpedia. So just like what when you go to Wikipedia, when you go to specific article, there are a couple of one or two images available there, but there are no specific images available there. I don't know why. So that's there. You can log in with your Google account, your X account, your Grok account through your Apple account. Yeah, these are some like you can make accounts through anyone, any kind of uh, which is easier for you. Then after making an account, you can suggest edits. So basically, you have what you can do is basically drag, basically select text whatever you want to select, and you feel wrong, and you want to suggest and edit, you have to basically select the text and just click on suggest edit. So basically what you have to do is suggest the edit to Cork and submit it. I haven't done it anything like that, because again how it works on Wikipedia is like you have to become a member, and you can suggest the edit and it will be revived by community of people, basically which is not employees. Wikipedia is like, again, it's just like it's a free source. Anyone can just download whole Wikipedia, and which is not a big, I will say, in terms of size even, I don't know how much it is, but it is not big. So there is a quite still chance that the Grokpedia right now you can see here is just copy pasted by Wikipedia's articles that are available now, which are being, people are taking. There are some of the articles similar to um, I will say Wikipedia right now. People are talking about articles who had done some research there. But yeah, I think that's it. Grokpedia is out there. You can go check it out. I will link down the website's link down in the description. You give me your own thoughts, and if you want to use it, it is again, like I said, it is again just a version of a Wikipedia. If you want to just go and use it, you can just go and use it. It's not a big of a deal, I will say. What Elon Musk, like I said even before, is trying to do is like make a copy product like of existing ones, which I always say is having options are better. If you make a good product, yeah, why not? I will use it. So yeah, there it is. So Threads launched a new feature on near Halloween. I remember on 30th on of October, which is basically a disappearing text feature they are calling it, which is a text. When you enable that text feature, basically when you are posting something, when you post it in disappearing text, that is called a ghost, I will say. The whole feature is kind of like a ghost feature where you can turn it on when the image that they are shown here, when you turn it on, and it is available. The text that you post from that feature will be stayed for 24 hours, and it is again kind of an like an, I will say, similar feature to what stories are, or what a status is. That is, I will say, kind of an quick update type. That you want to post something, but you don't want to. Kind of an that kind of a feature where how majorly, I think I will say, Instagram creators use it to, if they want to announce something, or if they want to let the audience know that they are doing this for specific amount of time, and the stories will be one from 24/7 after 24 hours. And yeah, like kind of an that kind of an update, and I will say well done at a really good, I will say, timing with really good marketing strategy there. I loved it. I used it. So basically, what you can do is basically basically make those posts, the any amount of post right there, and like it's not limited to, you can do only one post. You can do like many more posts in that same mode. You can check those posts out right near your profile picture, and you can just check it out, whatever I have posted, whatever others have posted, and it will be gone up from 24 hours from the time you have posted it. And if people reply to your post, that basically, let's say, uh, let's say I have posted something on it and you have replied on it, that reply answer, whatever it is, will be given to me in the DMs. So basically it works like, just like I said again, when you reply to the stories of a creator, whatever they have posted, it gets posted on, like it gets uh, available on your DMs. Basically, it is kind of in your messaging to them. It's just like that it works on this feature too, where whenever whenever you post it or I post it and you someone replies to it, likes it, it will be given to you. It will be available, that text will be replies will be available to you in the in your DM section. So yeah, that's how basically it works. I'm actually it's kind of in one of those features, people can use it different way, depending on like how they want to give updates, how they want to post something specific for 24 hours only. After that they want it gone, and all those messages can be again read by those posts in the archival, like just like what how stories are on Instagram. So yeah, that is how it works. Like I said, so many similarities to stories, and threads is moving forward as text-based platform, because last couple of 2 weeks ago they also launched a feature where you called text attachment, where you can post a text attachment with which with where they have given I will say a 10,000 word kind of a limit. So basically you can post long text, which is again a good thing, because I think text based platform, that is I think what threads is trying to achieve. Because and there is no one thing that is what they have done, and up until now, that they have not limited that they have not limit the amount of text you can post, which is good. I hope they continue it, because that's one of the most distinction, I will say, the factor from other platform like Twitter or Blue Sky, which have limited kind of an text you can write at one time, and even on Twitter you have to pay it if you have to like do it more. So I like what Insta like threads have there, which is on its own unique way. They also started using integrating ads, which is I will say okay, not as bad as Instagram up on your face all the time. I might see a 10 couple of ads in one scroll, which is again I will say good, because it feels so seamlessly integrated. Sometimes I feel like it is not an ad, which is good for me, you know. So yeah, I feel like threads is moving towards good direction. I hope again I hope they move towards text-based platform where they give more and more information. Where I feel like they want people to do and have threads as kind of a journaling platform. Have a good platform for interaction. In threads, like in replies, uh, for I will say communities. I feel like what they are trying to do is they are also trying to make what Twitter is, basically the news platform, but they are also trying to make a threads as a platform to give people tools to make it more of a platform which is interactive base, because Twitter is majorly for right now is like the amount of interaction I do on Twitter, on amount of interaction I do, and different type of interaction do I on threads is different, because on Twitter I mostly use it for news, updates from creators, not just creators but ultimately companies here and there, which at one scroll I can get it, okay, this is happening. On threads it is much more of a, I will say, uh, a really well, I will say, I can have interactions much more, because it like Twitter feels much more of a bot platform than I will say, especially in the replies for, you know. So there is, I hope it stays like this, and the core is not shifted from there. So yeah, so these are some couple of new updates from YouTube creator for creators, for Grokpedia, and these new thread features. Uh, I think we will take a break here, and after a break, we will talk about our regular weekly AI news. And in that weekly AI news, uh, after that, we will talk about some context engineering and do AI introspect in the last section of this podcast. But we will take a break here, and after a break, we will be right back. Let's talk about our weekly AI news. Some couple of updates from Perplexity, Sora, and OpenAI. Basically, these two updates are there. We are going to talk about. So Perplexity uh, launches what they are calling it is Perplexity patents. So basically what it is perplexity will, it is kind of an, like I said, filter when you, it's just like deep research or like going on AI chatbot and filtering out what you want, basically web search, something like that. And perplexity pattern will be just like that. Basically it will give you the, whenever you search something, like if this like whenever you search something, an idea, and if you want to know if for that specific idea that the patent is available or not, perplexity will search that patent for you, even give you the specific website with specific files for that specific patent if it is already exist, and will save you a lot of time, because before it was kind of an, you have to use like SEO kind of a stuff, like making specific, typing specific words on Google using, because to find those patterns, if it is available or not, if someone is working or not, if in terms of trends and that. So it is kind of an kind of an, like I will say, complex research by which takes a lot of time. So with the help of these perplexity patterns, you can basically, with the help of natural language, so basically as naturally as right now what you ask to the AI chatbots, you can just ask it, and if this patent is available, where give me file about these patents, it will give you files and websites that are available on the internet, which is kind of an, I will say, helpful. So if you are into it, want to use it, definitely go check it out. It is free for now, and I will say. And for pro users and max users, you will have more searches kind of and like that. So that's there. Sora 2 is now available in Thailand, Vietnam, and Taiwan. uh, if you are from there, check it out. OpenAI launched a new agent called AIRDVAC, AARDVAIK. I don't know how it is pronounced, which is again kind of an, I will say, they are saying it is in beta testing, which will help you fix bugs and errors in your code, upgraded, I will say, in your codex from OpenAI that they have launched for developers. So it is that. If you are a developer, let me know in the comment section if you have used it, or what kind of agents you use to help you debug your code. So Sora 2, so there is some couple of updates for Sora and its future plans basically. So Sora 2 problems and future for cameo, cameos for special characters basically. So Bill tweeted. So if you don't know who is Bill Pebbles, I will say it's yeah, Bill. He is the head of Sora. So if you want any kind of updates, you can go check it out, his Twitter, and you will find him there. So he is the head of Sora who is working with the team basically. So he gives a lot of updates regarding that. So Bill tweeted about giving options to generate more genes than you can buy it. So basically, what it is happening right now, in his tweet, he talked about how more people want more options. So basically, right now they are giving 30 video AI generations to make videos, but it is still not enough for a lot of people. And the problem is they can't do it. They don't have that kind of an power, and they are losing money. The economics doesn't match, which we have talked in the last AI bubble episode, how their OpenAI is actively losing money giving out these features. For even if they price it even higher, they might even not recover from it, and that's their major problem. So they are trying to find the correct economics for that. So Bill People said they might have to reduce the amount of gens that they are giving right now, and they will be, and people who want to generate more gens, they can pay for it, and that might be a better economics for them. Now, last two episodes ago, when I was talking about Sora 2, they are now trying to, like, they were trying to get into the monetization. So basically they are turning it into a video AI platform and getting it monetized. And how it will be monetized, I think, was a big question for a lot of us. I think there is an ad revenue just like what YouTube and Instagram other platforms do. And I was like, who is gonna advertise on that platform? I was like, that was the major concern for, not just major concern, but how and who will be advertising there, you know. So I was like, yeah, let's just see. And now according to this new bill tweet that I have seen, I think there is a way that they have found it. So basically, if you know, that is a right holder. So basically, IP characters, just like what Batman, Superman, or even I will say any other characters that are basically copyrighted characters. I will say in YouTube creator term, because uh, copyrights, those are harmful, but IP characters that have already right shareholders, or you can talk about, or who have right to use those characters and give permissions to use those characters out to the people, you know. Those people, those characters will be, people have to pay more for those characters. According to bill, people have to pay more for those characters if they want to generate gens from them. So I think that's a perfect spot they're trying to figure out right now, I feel like. So basically what it is, let me explain. So let's say if you want to generate an AI video of, let's say, a character called Superman. Who owns Superman? That is whole Warner Brothers, that is DC Studios. Now what you have to do, if you want to pay, if you want to make his gen, you have to pay more. So basically you have to pay more because it is an IP or character, because OpenAI has to pay the studios to get those rights of those characters to actually generate those characters, you know. AI character, AI slop basically of those characters, you know. And yeah, so basically what that means is there is kind of an, I will say, a sweet spot that OpenAI is trying to, like, Sora model, monetization model is there going to try to work. What that mean is basically just like what advertisers do on any other platform on YouTube. So basically what will be happening right now is monetization means, so basically you will be paying extra money to make these specific characters, which are IP hold, like, which are copyrighted characters. You have to pay more for those characters to make their AI videos, to use it on whatever, however you want. Now those AI what you have paid more to that specific gen will be getting paid by will be getting paid by OpenAI, and they have to pay the Warner Brothers studio when comes to character by their IP. So basically what I am talking right here, one of the major problem for Sora was is like, how are they gonna deal with when people want to create AI slop of uh, characters that are owned by the studios, like Disney characters, Star Wars, Marvel characters, DC characters, so many comic book characters, so many manga characters right out there right now. So I was looking towards that, how OpenAI is going to feel like. So they, what they are going to do is they are going to offer these studios, these people who own stuff, a kind of a money making way towards their characters. They can be used to make AI for the people, and people can use however they want. So basically they are trying to find a sweet spot where they can make money towards these existing characters and let people stay and make more of kind of an, I will say, engaging content on the platform. Because right now I don't know what is happening, you know, because it is not available right now in India. But eventually what will happen is what will happen and what OpenAI needs to do is make a sustainable content on the platform, because right now whatever kind of a platform is Sora, the major problem of that platform will be, or any other platform it is the type of content that is on the platform. you know Even the initial days of YouTube, the content on YouTube was, if you just go back and, like, I don't even know, but what I've hear from the people who started back in those days, the content was totally different. A random cat videos we used to go blow up. A random music video could blow up. So there was no specific algorithm back in those days, and specifically, I will say, there was no any kind of pathway towards any kind of quality content, because you don't know, you are understanding the platform. And here it's not, definitely not the same case. Here basically people are avoiding that platform, majority of the people. The reason why it is because of AI slop, and way OpenAI is handling people's characters and identities, and there are a lot of stuff to figure it out. And I will say in next 1 or 2 months they will definitely figure out how they can make the monetization, and they will definitely try it, what Elon Musk tried to do on X. But if they want to sustain it, they have to be really careful with what kind of content that is shown on the platform, and be really giving tools to the people and the creators, if they want to bring creators there on their platform, to give tools and what defines their platform. Because what right now that platform defines for me is that it is AI's law. I don't want to consume something that I don't want to even watch it, you know uh, uh, where I don't want to waste time, because that content that people are making, that is right now, is just low effort or fun things that they're trying to make. So there are a lot of things that are happening there, and as eventually OpenAI launch more and more stuff, like right now I talked about how OpenAI is launching Sora in Taiwan, Thailand, in Vietnam. As more and more countries they have to expand, the more and more monetization and economics they need to figure it out, because the GPUs they have right now will not sustain to hold the amount of, or even give that capabilities to even make that amount of gems that they are making right now, when it is fully launched, towards all around the world. That's why they are launching it step by step. It's not just about they have concerns about how it can blow up. It is also the concern about the money and the GPUs that they have right now, because even if they have money, the amount of GPUs they can get is just limited. And the problem is they need just more and more GPUs, and they just don't have it, so they are not launching it. Trying to launch it step by step is the only way that they can do it. So the economics, uh, so till up until next 6 months when it get launched globally, their major goal is how to find the monetization for it, and how to find the good economics to sustain them, this Sora platform they are trying to create for years, which is really really hard. So yeah, let's see how they work on it. But it is quite hard. We will be talking about it. uh, we will be seeing how it works. It is still not available here in India, so I can't check it out. If you are using Sora to, let me know what type of content, because actually when OpenAI and even Bill talk about Sora content, they talk about how good and improved it is. I want to know, from if you are actual user of Sora app, I want to know what's the actual feel of the platform. Is the content actually good? Is the content, is that even good enough content that to make a hook on the platform, or what is the hook of the platform? So let me know down in the comment section. So yeah, that's, I will say, it for me in when it comes to OpenAI Sora. For right now, we have, this is the up until this is the update for now. We will take a break here again. After a break, we will talk about context engineering and context engineering and do AI videos think actually. not AI videos, okay, sorry. Do AI actually introspect, or do they do a thinking, or just even before giving you the answers? Like, it is a really good topic to discuss. So yeah, we will take a break here, and we will take a break here, and after the break we will be right back. Let's talk about context engineering, and then we will later talk about, do AI videos not videos, do AI introspect before, or just think before giving you answers, or do they have a thinking mindset, or do they have their own, how the mechanism, how the actual mechanism actually works. So let's talk about some context engineering. I think one of the line from the article, that is the blog posted by Anthropic, both of the research papers are linked in the description. You can definitely and I will highly recommend to go and read it if you are interested in this topic. But what is context engineering? So they have probably have one of a good lines that I've written in the article, that is, context engineering is natural progression of prompt engineering, which basically makes sense to me to understand it, and for you guys too. You know, when last 2 years since the basically the launch of AI chatbots, majority of the people were talking about how prompt engineering is going to make, and still it is. It's not that it's not like, what is prompt engineering is basically is to get the desired outcome and writing specific wording according to what you want from that AI, what you are trying to get. So basically prompt engineering is basically typing specific type of wording, just like what Google is, but in a good but in a different type of way, and what Google has actually been transformed in this past 6 months too, which is again an AI chatbot too, the Google search engine. Setting that aside, uh, prompt engineering is basically getting the desired outcome by typing specific wording, which the amount of information you give to the AI chatbot, the way you give it can give you specific amount of, can get you desired outcome. What is context engineering is basically it's in its name, basically, giving AI model, you know specific context before getting your desired outcome. Basically, context can be kind of like tokens that are given to the AI, basically like it can be files, it can be websites, web pages, it can be tools, giving access, AI, giving AI models access towards some tools so they can use it. What it helps, this is what we call here right now, is context. Having that kind of a contextual layer with the prompting that you do, is combination between both two, is what you can say is contextual engineering, what you are doing. Okay, and that is how basically a good agent can be. Right now AI, as much as large and good AI right now, that is ChatGPT 5, how whatever it good might be, it still has its own attention span. Like, it still can get lost in its own thoughts. What it is doing, basically the large language models, these are, is processing this text. And what it can happen when it comes to long horizon tasks, basically long period tasks, where 1 hour task, 30-minute tasks, depending on what we have asked, especially when it comes to coding, let's say, which these models are actually better, doing tasks, is where it I will say this contextual engineering performs better, where, you know if you don't have that context before, and just try to make and give a long horizon task, like long task, basically long periodical task, which is again repeated again and again on daily basis. What it helps, what it does not do good, is because it can get lost in the cyclical period of doing one similar task again and again for a long period of time. That task can be 10 minutes, and now 15-20 minutes and half an hour, depending what kind of complex task you have given to that specific AI. What context mean here in the sense is like giving that specific AI model kind of an, I will say, data, already data. Basically, what specifically AI agents that we are talking right now, what will be the core of it is basically giving AI, basically what AI agent for specific task are. Okay, what that mean is, let's say AI agent specifically is for maintaining your calendar. Okay, now for maintaining your own calendar, what you have to do is give it information, give it access to your own calendar, give it access to your own meetings, files that integrates well with your calendar schedule. And now it can, what it can do, rather than roaming around, you know, let's say helplessly, roaming around all over the your places, from your calendar, from your notes, from your, like, these all files, giving it a specific contextual, like this is your task and this is the tools I'm providing towards you. What it will be doing is not get lost in the wide spread of the internet or the space, because as much as the AI languages, large language models are really big, or even if they are not getting like bigger, like if they are getting bigger and bigger, the task should be better, but it's not what it is actually happening. What is happening and what is going to happen is we are going to build specific agents for a specific task. And what these large language models are going to be is giving them contextual, basically the data that you want that AI to be worked on. So when it comes to calendar management, you're, let's say, kind of an assistant. If you want to make it happen, you have to give it some kind of data. So what it means is basically having kind of a connection and giving tools to AI that is already there. So it can be a lot of other ways, giving contextual, like I will say, uh, Perplexity has it, where you can call it spaces. Perplexity, what it call, it has spaces. You can feed Perplexity spaces with your own files, PDFs, images, information, that is the context, and you can ask questions regarding to that specific data that you have given, and can it will help you towards it. But these agents, what it is, will be doing long time of work, because right now what perplexity space is, basically it will give you, scan you that documents, give you that information from that document, and will give you the answers logically depending on that. But what AI agents will be doing is not just be doing giving you answers based on what is available on the uh, on those files. What they will be giving is basically performing the task for you. Okay, whatever you have given it, it's not what LLM is, but what it is right now, will be doing is performing task. To do perform a well task and not get lost and lose attention of its in this vast internet, giving a specific set of data can be helpful for it to produce more desired answer. So it is kind of a, like, you can go and say it is a better, and like I said in the start, that is a natural progression from prompt engineering towards the contextual engineering, the context engineering. So basically we are transitioning from prompt engineering, which is good for basic work, but what context engineering can do for a lot of people is have a really well best outcome as much as possible. Because what it is also doing is, when it is come to long period of task, it is also getting and getting those data and also working on the data that has been created long period of time. So it is kind of recycling this again and again and refining its work. So that is how basically is and will context engineering is works different from what how prompt engineering was. Prompt engineering is the simplest form of, like I say, you can so searching or like asking questions to get the desired outcome. But here it is context which is used being for more complex tasks that will be helpful much more. So you can just see how kind of, and I will say we are in still the initial phase out how this context can be helpful. Now there are agents that are getting built by Google AI agent that are building for browser, which will browse for you on the internet, which will help you browse or do shopping for specific products that you are given to it. It will browse internet for a couple of hours and give you kind of an, I will say, that is kind of an agent, you know. But to make a better agent or make a better AI for your specific own task, what you can definitely do and can in future do is kind of make a connection between AI that you're using. So basically, like I said, if I want to use ChatGPT 5 for my work and want to create my own agent, so what I have to do is want to get basically desired answer from it. You know, help me in this long task, whatever I have. You know, so what I can go to ChatGPT here is a connection between my database, what I already have. Let's say I have this Google Docs open right here, right now. So to help me where I write my episodes, where I already have a content calendar planned for me, you know, where I have titles, thumbnails, like this all data of my own work where I can give access, which it can access to kind of, you can say, from uh like devices like how USB works basically, you know. They have mentioned I think I will say the article mentions it into like it just like works like kind of an USB or kind of an MCP that they have mentioned, you know, mutual a context protocol, you know, that you can build. So basically what it is basically is the connection between your contextual data what you already have and that AI, so that AI can get the data from the database from what you have connected towards it and work for you, where it will give you much more a good undesired answer, like much more good answers compared to what it was before. Like, do you, this is what actually what context engineering is, and is really fascinating to me that we are still figuring out how that we can build AI agent, what you can build your own AI agent, I will say, which is a kind of an, I will say, a big deal. So like let me know what you think about it, you know. I hope I explained it well, what context engineering is, what I think of it is, you know. For right now, I recommend to go and watch, go and read the research paper by Anthropic. They have done a really well job in that. So let's move on towards, do AI models introspect? Kind of a big question for everyone. Like, you know, do AI models will have consciousness and will turn into a Terminator and destroy all humanity? You know, the Terminator movie. But yeah, it is a big question. But we still to this day don't know. Do how these AI models think, or do even AI models think? What is the actual mechanism? Is there a neural network of just like what human brain has, where they are thinking actually before giving you answers? Because what right now, what AI models, where this what large language model, that is this LLMs, that is ChatGPT 5, Claude 4.1, or even Grok 4, Gemini 2.5, like this, what these models are giving you or doing right now, these is applying logic towards it, you know. What that means is basically whatever the text you give towards it. Let's say you want to answer towards a specific question. Let's say you are asking question regarding, let's say, your work related, you know. Let's say a specific example. Whenever you ask something to these large language models, what they do is what they go and do is search the internet for you and pull out the articles that has already out there, apply specific logic. They don't think over it. They don't introspect over it. What they do is they just think over the answers, what it is best optimal for what you want that you have given already text. So it is kind of an what it is doing ultimately is getting these trillions of billions of text all together and finally with and applying logic towards it rather than thinking towards it. Okay, so it is not giving you its the opinion. What is trying to give you is already feed data towards it, and what it is gathering from the internet. So what that means is basically whenever you ask it, it is not thinking, it is giving a logical best step by step, you know there is kind of an when you go in the thinking mode of any kind of chatbot, basically AI, let's say Gork, ChatGPT, or any kind of, you can always go and see the thinking where it is applying multiple steps towards the logic towards it, depending what you have asked. When you go into deep research mode in any kind of AI chatbot, it is applying logic. It is not doing thinking. So it is just jumbling text around and applying the steps that he's already been determined, but that is where it has been coded towards. It has been coded that these are the steps how you apply towards it and you can get the desired outcome, whatever it has given to you. That is basically what chatbot right now AI is. What it is right now, it is hard to determine is that they are actually, are they thinking towards the answers that they are giving you. I mean, it is a fun experiment to do. What you can go and do is go and check any kind of AI browsers, sorry, any kind of AI chatbots, and ask them a certain question, and after they answer a certain question, let's say, type a prompt where to give them is, do you actually think before answering me, or what did you actually thought before you gave me this answer. I actually asked this answer to ChatGPT after asking questions related to hair for me, and it definitely took a second to give me the answer. So it has been kind of an, I will say, pre given data towards it. Like if someone asks this kind of question, you have to think it before you answer it. But what I mean by that is it's just fetching that specifically data, or that, I will say, the set of instruction given towards it. What that mean is basically it can give you the logic behind what the answers it has given, but it is definitely say that they are not thinking, and they are not basically making it kind of, and I will say, making it up on their own kind of a thing. Basically what it means is that they are applying logic, and it also kind of feels like, when it comes to these AI chatbots with any other company right now, whether it is ChatGPTs or Gemini, it is hard to even get to those specific answers for specific terms. uh, Still to this day, Gemini, whenever I go to Gemini, there is always there, uh, like in an asterisk sign there written how AI can be still wrong, and it is kind of an, I will say, it still can make mistakes. Gemini highlights that, and one of the thing is, for past 2 years, you might have, if you are on the internet and watching AI growth, how AI has grown towards last 2 years. We have always seen how AI randomly answers some of the most unhinged questions about some controversial topics. Is that where was that was those controversial answers when that AI was answering was kind of an, I will say, what it was thinking, or what, I don't know, because it's like I said, it is kind of an, I will say, a big question. And now they are optimized towards, now they are optimizing those AI models towards giving a specific type of answers. When you answer give when you try to get the controversial stuff out from them. So it is hard to think is these AI models are thinking or not, and the hard part is we don't even know the mechanism of these models, you know, uh, like how the actual thinking is going on, just like how our brain is, right now. It is hard to know how the neural network is actually working on sometimes. What I mean by that, like on surface level only, is it is hard to predict some of the things on your, even on your brain. Like there are some parts of your brain which is hard to get to know, like people are still researching, how it works ultimately, some parts of it. So same goes for the AI, this AI chatbot, this AI what are growing right now. And one of the research that Anthropic did here right now about do AI model introspect, the question is, do, even if we ask about AI, are they thinking or not, or even if there is no specific the experiment or set of things they can do to know if these AI models are actually thinking or not. So it is kind of an, I will say, a big question mark, and stuck. We are stuck right now where we don't know how to get those answers. So this is just the initial research that they are doing, I think, which is quite fascinating. The reason why I would say that is like we have come 3 years in. People are talking about AI job replacement, and we still don't know the how the architecture, how the thinking of AI is working on. So it is kind of, I will say, big deal to get to know is how these AI models are actually working sometimes. You know, Even that's the reason I'm actually working heavily towards coding, heavily understanding the code. So to understand, to even understand how these AI models that are being deployed, what's the architecture of it, just like how behind every software you see there is a database of code that people have worked on for, writing the code for it. What is behind those architecture? What, I know there is code exists, but what in the mind of what AI is thinking actually? I want you to comment down what you think about this whole thing, and what what I talked about last 10 to 15 minutes about context engineering and about do AI models introspect, and let me know your thoughts on this on the comment section, because we can have a good discussions about it. And if you have any kind of, if there are any kind of already topics out there who have already made videos on these two AI models things here and that, let me also know some recommendation for, like, even if it's a research paper, even if it's an article, let me know doubt note down, like comment down in the description, which I will definitely watch or read whatever it is. But yeah, give me your thoughts regarding this. It's because it's can be a really fascinating topic we can discuss in the comment section, or if it gets really good we can discuss in the next couple of episodes. So yeah, so I think that's it for this week's episode of the TechGuy podcast. I will say we are a bit late. I am a bit late. Is the reason is I am late is because I want you guys to give me the feedback on the last three shorts that I have uploaded, which is kind of an, I will say, uh, got me motivated to make much more shorts, because it got views, and it is kind of an, I will say, a big thing for me to uh, make shorts, is because it is totally different type of editing goes into that, totally different type of pacing. The short form audience is totally different from the long form what you are guys watching right now. So I'm like, what kind of, I didn't like, there are no comments there, but I did get 900 views on one shot, which was quite good. Like I know though, I know those shots are pretty good, but I want to know in terms of feedback how the pacing is, how you want to see a shot, how what kind of pacing you like in shots, what I can do better in those shorts that I have uploaded and edited myself only. So when there is a feedback, I can get much better in less amount of time rather than no feedback. So feedback is important. Feedback is also important from for this important. So comment on your thoughts regarding this episode, what I can improve, what I should talk about. Like I always say, you can always choose a topic and comment down, and I will think about it and I will talk about it in next episode. So yeah, so this is it for this week's episode of the TechGuy podcast. This is episode number 38. I will see you guys in the next episode, episode number 39. And I will be uploading a couple of new again shorts from these episodes. So yeah, uh, be sure to give me feedback. And also if you are of big like if you would like to watch short clips, I also have another channel called TechGuy Podcast Clips, where I upload 10 to 15 minute clip of short form content where it is again well edited. It is those right now what I'm doing with the clips is not, they are not directly uh, taken out from the podcast and just uploaded there. I'm trying to even edit those clips, so basically those are kind of in clips where you can watch it, sit back, where I'm trying to cover every topic even in 10 minutes, cutting down it to 10 minutes so you can watch it kind of in like a 10-minute episodes. So yeah, so this is it for this week's episode of the Tega podcast. I will see you next week's episode, that is this week on Friday. So yeah, see ya.